quiet.
Perhaps.
Yeah, probably.
Well, this weekend's box office battle comes down to a war movie and a Lego movie.
Joining us right now with his recommendations on what we should see and what we should pass on, Kevin McCarthy, our Fox News contributor and founder of NerdTears.com. Kevin, let's start with The Monuments Men.
Right. Good morning, Brian, Elizabeth, Steve. Thank you for having me on, as always. Yeah, The Monuments Men is based on the incredible true story of this World War II platoon that was sent into Germany to retrieve art pieces that were stolen by the Nazis. And these 7 men were art historians, museum curators, and it's an incredible story. Now, before I get to my review, I sat down with George Clooney, and who directed the movie and stars in the film. And I wanted to know, I know, but when you direct your own movie and you star in it, do you actually yell cut and action when you're in a scene if you're directing it? This is what he had to say.
No, you have the first AD yell cut or certainly action, just because it would be embarrassing to do it like in a scene with someone else. If you and I are doing a scene, it would be embarrassing for me to say action.
When you're directing yourself, can you judge yourself critically if you go back and watch the shot and go, I didn't get that line right?
You know, you go back to the monitor. Sometimes you go, okay, it's fine, and my producing partner Grant will go, do another take. Do another take.
He tells Clooney to do another take.
Yeah. Well, listen, he loaned me $100 to get headshots in 1982, so you know he's allowed to say anything he wants.
That's
trust me.
So your overall rating,
incredible.
and how funny is he?
Here's the problem with this movie. You have an incredible story about incredible people who did incredible things. Right. The problem is that George Clooney does not do a good job of building up the story in the beginning, so you don't care about the characters as the movie goes on. I wish he did about 20 or 30 minutes of backstory about who these men were before dropping them into World War II. That was the biggest problem for me. It was slow, the pacing was awful, the storytelling was the biggest issue here. I gave the movie a 2 out of 5. I was not a big fan. For me, it's a rental. Skip it. And I will say this: the cinematography is great, the acting's great. It's just a movie that should have been fantastic, and it became below average. It's a 2 out of 5 for me.
Well, the promos sure look good.
Right. They do. And
I agree.
Big stars.
Based on the cast, I bet a ton of people will still get out there and give it a good try.
Kevin, you interview a lot of stars. Am I right in that Clooney is like the Jeter of he's like the Jeter of movies? Is it Jeter? Everybody likes Jeter even if you don't like the Yankees. Does everyone like that guy?
Yeah. Clooney's incredible. I will say this, and as a testament to how great of a person he is, he knew that I didn't like his movie before I sat down with him, and he still gave me the time to talk to him. He knew it. He knew walking in that I didn't like his film. So I thought that was kind of cool of him to do that.
It's courageous on your part.
Well, too bad. If you liked it, he probably would have taken you out to dinner. Tell us a little bit about the Lego movie, because you gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars.
This movie, if you would have told me a year ago that I would be giving a better rating to the Lego movie over the Monuments Men, I would have called you crazy. This movie has everything. It's for parents, it's for adults, it's hilarious, it's heartfelt, it works. The animation's great. I was geeking out because if you look at the smoke and the fire and the water in the movie, it's all done with like Lego pieces in animation style. It's very well done. It's directed by the guys who did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, as well as 21 Jump Street. It's fun for the entire family. I would say skip the 3D though. Save yourself a couple of bucks if you're going with your big family, but I recommend it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5, and oddly enough, if you look at this year so far, we're only in February now, the 2 best movies that I've seen, strangely enough, are Lone Survivor and the Lego movie, which is so strange, but those are the 2 best movies out right now.
How does Clooney feel now? His movie lost to Lego, a children's toy.
A plastic block.
I mean, I can see Lincoln Logs. It's got more drama.
But yeah, it's interesting, though, if you think about it. You look at an animated movie that, in my opinion, have more emotional depth to it than The Monuments Men. And again, The Monuments Men's a great story. It's just the storytelling is poor. In Lego Movie, you have Will Ferrell, Chris Pratt. It's great voice work. I think it's great for the whole family. I highly recommend it. If you ever have any movie questions, you can always tweet me at Kevin McCarthy TV. And Brian, I'm looking forward to being on the radio with you today at 11:50, buddy.
Brian, I think I might cancel you. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Great insight.
Kevin,
thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.